Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so today I'll be teaching about the general rules in the subject-verb agreement. At kapag may time tayo mamaya, let's talk about some figures of speech. Okay, sige, let's start. Uh, okay, so again, today I'm going to teach you the basic rules in the subject-verb agreement. Okay, sige, let's start with these sentences. You may write down your answer in the comment box section, huh? All right, so here's our statements. A, she go to the school every day. B, she goes to the school every day. Which one is correct? You may utilize our uh, chat box. Okay, just answer A or B. What do
B
you
po.
think is the right answer? Letter
B.
B. Okay, if your answer is letter B, then you are correct. Okay, in the subject verb agreement, if the subject is singular, the verb should be singular too. So let's go back to this given example. Okay. Uh, she is our subject, which is a singular. Kaya ginamitan natin siya ng goes as a singular verb. Okay? Ayan. So again, ang rule natin, subject is singular, the verb should be singular too. Okay? So basically, paano natin gagawing singular subject ang isang verb? Okay? Ginalagdagan natin siya ng S or ES. This is our general rule in the singular verb. Okay? Ano yung dadagdag natin? S or ES. Okay? So, saan pa ba natin pwedeng gamitin yung mga singular subjects? Okay? So, meron tayong third person singular. Natatandaan pa ba yung mga third person singular natin? O ano nga yung mga third person singular natin? O ano yung mga third person singular natin? We have she, he, it. Okay? Ayan. So, meron din tayong mga singular nouns. So, it require a singular verb also. Okay? For example, nouns like bird, baby, dog. Okay? So, yung mga nouns na to, kailangan din nila ng singular na verb. Okay? Ayan. Ano pa? Yung gamit natin ng has. Okay? Has. Ang has, ang singular form ng have. Okay? Again, we're talking about the present form. Has ang singular form ng have. Okay? Ano pa? Yung is. Yung is ang singular form ng verb. Ano? Verb ano? Verb be or are. Okay? O tandaan to mga to ha. Again, ang general rule natin, if the subject is singular, the verb should be singular too. Okay, ito yung mga subjects natin, no? Na pwede natin gamitan ng singular verb. Okay? O, paano natin ko gagawin? Like for example, she. Paano natin siya gagawa ng verb? We will add S or ES. Okay? She likes. He likes. She drives. Okay? So, yan yung mga example natin. Bird. Bird flies. And baby cries. Okay? Dog barks. Okay? So, tanan po yung gamit natin, ha? Huwag kalimutan yan. Next. Okay, next sentence. What do you think is the right answer? Anyone? For sentence A, they eat breakfast. B, they eat breakfast.
A po, they eat breakfast.
Okay, if your answer is letter A, then you are correct. Okay, they eat breakfast. Okay, so ang general rule natin dyan, Okay, if the subject is plural, the verb should be plural too. Okay? In the given statement, they is a singular or plural? It's a
Plural.
plural. Okay? Therefore, it require a plural verb. Okay? So, it yung ginamit natin instead of the use of S or ES. Okay? Ano ba yung mga subjects natin na plural? Okay? O remember, meron tayong mga plural subjects. For third person, we're using no, we or they. Okay? So, they eat, we eat. Okay? So, ganun yung composition ng grammar natin. Okay? Pero sa mga subject pronoun na first person, ayan, siyempre may mga first person tayo. Ano yung mga subject natin for first person? We have I. For second person, we have you. Okay? So, kailangan plural verb ang gagamitin natin dito. Bakit? Ang I naman ay isa lang. Bakit plural verb? Kasi yun po yung rule natin na kailangang sundin. Yun ang grammar rule na kailangan natin sundin. Okay? Therefore, pag ginamit natin yan in a sentence, I eat, you eat, okay? Ano pa? We eat. Hindi kailangan gamitan 'to ng ano ng S or ES. Okay? Ayan, ito yung exemption natin sa paggamit ng sa subject verb agreement. Okay? Kapag first person or second person ang subject, okay, plural yung verb na gagamitin natin. Okay? Kasi ganun po yung rule, yung grammar rule na kailangan nating sundin. Okay? So again, ang rule natin, if the subject is plural, the verb should be plural too. Okay? Hindi pwedeng magkaiba. How about in this sentence? The teachers speak or the teacher speaks? What's the correct answer? The teachers speak. Okay? Balik tayo sa grammar, sa rule ng ng subject. Okay? If the subject is plural, the verb should be plural too. Yes, ang teachers is a plural. Therefore, kailangan ng verb na plural din. The teachers speak, not the teachers. The teacher speaks. Okay? Next. How about in this sentence? What's the correct answer? For sentence 1, she doesn't care about you. Sentence B, she don't care about you.
A po.
Okay. If your answer is letter A, then you are correct. She doesn't care about you. Okay? Kasi ang verb natin, ang subject natin is what? Plural or singular?
Singular.
Okay, singular. Okay? Ang ang singular form ng 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 do ay does. Okay, nilagyan natin siya ng S. Okay? So naka-negative phrase lang siya kaya she doesn't care about you or she does not care about you. Okay? And sentence number 1, each of the candidates is praying for the crown. Sentence number 2, each of the candidates are praying for the crown. Okay, what do you think is the right answer? What's the correct answer?
A po, sir.
A. Okay, if your answer is letter A, each of the candidates is praying for the crown, then you are correct. Okay? Sa rule natin, pag gumamit tayo ng each, everyone, anybody, somebody, ano pa ba? Someone, nobody, or no one, Okay? Mga singular yan. They are singular. Okay? At kailangan, dahil singular sila, kailangan ng singular na verb din. Okay? O, kagaya ng example natin, each of the candidates is praying for the crown. Okay? Ano ba yung subject natin? Each. Each is a singular. That's why yung verb na ginamit natin is is. Okay? Is praying for the crown. Another example. Um, Okay, everybody is watching the vlog. Okay, everybody is a singular, therefore it require a singular verb. Okay, yung is a singular, yung ang subject natin is singular din. Okay, so ganun ang gamit natin na kapag each, everyone, anybody, somebody, someone, nobody, or no one, it require a singular verb. Okay, anong tawag natin sa mga to? It is indefinite pronouns. Okay? Next, on another statement. Okay, how about in these sentences? Statement number one, the president, together with his cabinet members, is in the meeting. Statement number two, the president, together with his cabinet members, are in the meeting. Okay, what's the correct answer? Sayang no kung nagagamit niyo sana yung ano natin, yung chat box natin. Okay? What's the correct answer? Statement A or statement B?
Sir, is it statement B?
Statement B? Mm-hmm. The correct answer is statement A. The president, together with his cabinet members, is in the meeting. Okay? Ito yung rule natin dyan. Okay, so here's our rule in this given statement. When the praise comes between the subject and the verb, examples, no, together with, as well as, along with, the verb agrees with the subject, not the praise that follows the subject. Okay? Oh, sino ba yung subject natin in this statement? The president, together with his cabinet members, is in the meeting. Who is our subject? The
The
president
president.
or the cabinet members?
The
Okay,
president.
tama. The president. Okay, si president ba singular or plural?
Singular.
Okay, it's singular. Kaya ginamitan natin siya ng is as its verb. Okay? Oh, ang tawag dito sa together with his cabinet members is intervening phrase. Okay? Panggulo lang yan. Okay, intervening praise. Bakit tayo gumagamit ng mga intervening praise? To give additional info about the subject. Okay, additional info lang siya about the subject. Pwede ba nating tanggalin yung together with his cabinet members? Okay, tama pa rin ba yung sentence natin? Yes. Kung ang sentence natin, the president is in the meeting is correct. Okay, tama pa din siya. Okay, so ganun po yung rule natin ha. Kapag nakita nyo yung together with as well as along with, okay, tingnan mo kung ano yung subject, kung singular or plural. Okay? Next. Okay, so here's our statement. Letter A, the teacher or the principal approves the budget proposal. Letter B, the teacher or the principal approve the budget proposal. What is the correct answer?
A po, sir.
Okay, A, the teacher or the principal approves the budget proposal. Okay, so when two or more singular subjects are connected by or nor, the verb should be singular. Okay, kagaya nito, no? Gumamit tayo ng or. Okay? O dapat singular pa din ang kanyang verb. Paano siya magiging singular? By adding s or es to the original form of the verb. Okay? O, kapag nakita ang or nor, okay, singular subject. Okay? Next. Okay, statement number 1. The doctor or the nurses stay with the patient. The doctor or the nurses stays with the patient. What is the correct answer? What is the answer? A or B? Okay, if your answer is letter A, the doctor or the nurses stay with the patient, then you are correct. Okay, so here's our rule. When a compound subject, hey, here's our rule. Bakit naging letter A? When a compound subject, no, contains both singular or plural noun, okay, kagaya nito, doctor is a singular, nurses is a plural, okay, connected by or nor, the verb should agree with the part closest to it. Okay? Ano yung malapit na subject sa ating verb? Hanapin lagi yun ha. Kapag dalawa, kapag merong dalawang subjects in one sentence na magkaiba, singular tsaka plural, okay, hahanapin mo yung pinakamalapit na verb. Ang pinakamalapit na subject sa verb, yun ka magbe-base ng, ng verb mo. Kung yan ay magiging singular or plural. Okay? For example, this one, doctor is singular, nurses is plural. Okay, parehas ba silang subject? Yes, parehas silang subject. Ano yung mas malapit sa subject? Sa verb. Okay, yung nurses. Okay, kaya plural yung ginamit natin. Okay? The nurses stay with the patient. Okay? Ang tawag dito is the rule of proximity. Okay? Kung sino yung mas malapit, kung ano yung mas malapit sa verb, yun ang susundin. Okay? Yun ang susundin nating subject. Okay? So yun lamang po for the rules in the subject-verb agreement.